So we are talking about being calm in a new environment. So when we're talking about new environment, we're talking about oops, I just touched that. Uh, like maybe like a workplace or someplace, maybe a new coffee shop. These kind of environments sometimes it takes a little time to get used to, and every time we go out and we try to be just act normal and try to get to know people, it's a little scary sometimes. And sometimes it can be nerve wracking. And we freeze up, and it's kind of like stage fright. When we don't really, well, when we have something we want to say, and then suddenly our mind just kind of blanks out, we forget things here and there, and then we just, I guess, just everything just goes haywire and blows up, and we just goes back and say, man, how can I be a little more calm? And here I'm going to share with you the home core concept. And I feel like this is actually one of the main differences between someone that's comfortable or not comfortable in a situation. Because when we're talking about these kind of situations, there's no way someone will feel 100% anxiety free. So it's a lot more about the atmosphere that really influences it. And I kind of noticed I use a lot of sports, food, and painting analogies. I don't really know why, because I don't even paint. And painting is just, I don't know, maybe I want to be a painter deep inside. Oh. Anyways, if you have not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and, of course, the bell. The main thing here to understand is everything starts in the mind. Because think about it. You can imagine an amazing tasting food in your mind, and you can get yourself hungry, or you feel like you actually want to go and get that food. Man, that does look pretty good. Treasures of life. Or you can think about a joke that someone told maybe a few weeks ago and then kind of stayed with you, or some kind of meme. And it was pretty funny, and you're like, just kind of thinking to yourself because it's funny. So, just by thinking about something, that is the start of a chain reaction. So, I refer to this as the home court advantage because in sports, you can either play at home in your own city, or you can go play at away, which is the opponent's city. And you have your own court where you practice almost daily, you shoot there, and you have your own fans cheering you on. And away team where is all opponents, their fans, and they will just want you to fail all the time. This home court advantage actually matters like a lot for sports teams. Like sports teams would like play and fight for this home court spot because it matters so much to them. Because most teams, they do much better at home than away. Because it's kind of weird, right? You have the exact same courts, just in a different location with different fans, but teams tend to perform some much better at home, usually, than the way when they are away playing in someone else's court. When the court is virtually identical. And this is why this effect, the atmosphere, matters so much. In fact, this atmosphere matters so much currently because you can't exactly have a whole stadium people crowded together, that they had like fake crowd noises on the court to make sure that the players aren't distracted by the silence. Like, this is how much it matters. So now I just want you to imagine that you're in a work environment. This can be a previous job or this can be your current job. But I just want you to imagine that you're there and you're just working. Does it feel like you're in home court? Or does it feel like you are in a away court? Do you feel cheering? Or do you hear booing? This is very critical because from what we just seen, if you hear booing all the times, then we have this tendency to feel a lot more stressed, a lot more nervous, and be more prone to make mistakes because we're stressed out by all these people coming here to see us lose. Honestly, it kind of stinks, right? Yeah, I don't think anyone really likes to be booed at, unless you're like one of the people that's like, man, I love challenges, and you gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you back harder, like one of those guys. But in general, people don't like to be booed at. But now let's flip it. I want you to imagine, what if you are at work and every single person wants you to do well? They want you to win. They want you to succeed in everything that you do. And they're very supportive of, like, I guess your projects or your daily tasks or daily quota, I don't know, like the different responsibilities. Can you see how that really changes the way that you feel about yourself, work, and everyone that's there? You get the feeling that even if you fail, everything's gonna be okay. Because people are on your side, and no one just dislikes you for whatever reason. People actually allow you to be who you are as a person, and that's very critical. But now let's make this a little more practical, because in reality, there's no workplace or actually any place that you'll have a fully supported crowd where no one gets pissed off at you. Like, that just doesn't happen, because someone somewhere is having a bad day, or some just have a really quirky personality, and there will be some people that just hates working with you for whatever reason. And on a practical standpoint, one of the things you could do is getting really familiar with the environment. Rather it's the layout of the workplace, or it can be the sounds, the smell, the locations of where all the employees are stationed. Get really familiar with every single part of that workplace. And when you know exactly what to expect, where everything actually is, it can feel a lot more, I guess, less nerve-wracking, because it feels like you understand the environment, and you can use the environment to be cheering for you. You can have the environment to be for you rather than against you. There's some basketball players that would go maybe like an hour before the actual game and just shoot or do drills on the actual court that they'll be playing on, just so they can, one, get the reps in, but two, getting really familiar with the environment, feeling really comfortable, because before anyone has ever been there, he has already shot 100, 200 shots on that court, and seeing that net go in, feeling the ball, breathing the leather, and being used to that whole environment, it will calm the person's nerves in the actual game, because the person has already been through all these different situations on that court, and now he can actually feel like the court is not unfamiliar territory. It's something that can be used for him, for his victory. And that is it. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. I think vaccines are coming out, so hopefully get some shots of those, which is, I heard, pretty intense. But stay strong, stay healthy, and yeah, do the same things. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will talk to you guys next time.